A blessing good morning, my friends. This is your truly lively family. This is your program, my friend, called Issues of the Heart on Saturday, 31st of October 2015. It's a pleasure being back with you, my friends. I'm glad to be back. I know I've been away for a while for the past 2 weeks. But you see, I've been enjoying my life, spending time with friends and family, trying to take myself to worked up. Because life is about how you live and treat others, So the beauty of life is to really spend time with those who love and treat them well, my friends. Do not take a soul for granted. Life is too short. And, one of the greatest gifts to me in life is being able to meet new people and interact with them. To me, that makes life a lot more beautiful. That's why I interact with my Facebook friends and stuff, because I just love talking. Everyone will know that. Ask my coworker, ask persons who go to school with me, right? They'll tell you, I just love talking, I just love expressing myself. And this is what gives me the pleasure in doing, right? For the nation, my friends, to express myself and let you all know how I feel, and hopefully our leaders will take note and take example, my friends. So my friends, I'm really concerned where we're heading as a nation. One of my biggest concerns is our institutions and people are getting value for money. When you look at government after government, you see all these billions being spent, budget and, all these figures, but we don't see no results, we don't see nothing through for it. And that is my concern. And we allow this nonsense to happen. We really do, we like it, so we say nothing and do nothing. So I'm really concerned because 4 months ago I applied for to get my passport renewed. I haven't got no call. I went in, last week I went in, and I'm being told to come back on the 12th of November. The other day I got a call stating as how I need to bring in some documents. Fine, no problem. I brought in documents, now being told that how I need to get a new birth paper. So I said fine, no problem. Went to legal affairs, right, to sign them together, a new birth paper. Paid $25, which I found very strange because I heard that how normally for the first time on any new system you get it free. So but that is minor. But what is really troubling is that the fact that you cannot get something to print within a minute. I mean, just to print it, or in other countries within an hour, within a day you get things done. But in TNT it takes months. It takes forever, and that is my concern. But I must say the staff at the Immigration Office and Police and Legal Affairs was very friendly and helpful. But it's just that it's the system. They are hard-working staff, public servants, But it's the system itself that I am sure portrays them. I'm a public servant. I work 4 years now on PTSD, so I know the challenges that public servants go through. Right, and this is what I would like the government trying to bring on Dr. Kate Christopher Rowley to please look into. Please, we want to see value for money, because I ask myself, administration after administration, where the money going? That is my greatest concern, my friend. Billions of dollars being spent, and a simple thing like to get a passport renewed, we can't get within a week. I mean, come on. Please, let's get this serious business, my friends. I would like to respond to Dr. Kate Christopher Rowley's statement. And our politicians need a certain example for our children. If we want them to emulate you, you need to set an example. Because I am hearing from our Prime Minister Rodrigo, which had me a lot taken back, right? Because I voted for your party, that Parliament is not a church. I don't understand, because that comes like saying, okay, it's okay to take drugs, have sex, but because you're not in church, because you're not a saint. Does that make sense? God give you a mind to do what is right. He gave you a heart, right, to look into your heart. Think about what to say and how to say it. I don't know exactly It's not only what you say, it's how you say it, my friends. So we need to be mindful of how we express ourselves and how the other person will feel. So when I heard Dr. Kid Christopher Howley saying me are not a church, that is a poor excuse, sir. That is a poor excuse. Because you have that political experience 20 years. You're supposed to know better. You're supposed to know better. So I'm really taken back by your statements. I call on you, sir, to apologize to the Christian community on that statement. Because I expect better of you as a Christian. And because we all could strive to be like Christ. It's not an easy road. Right? I know there are temptations. But through the Almighty, we can be like God. Through the Almighty, my friends, through faith and trust in the Almighty. So I would like our politicians to please be careful on their statements, because my last program I had to call out on Mr. Maxi Coffee to apologize for his statements on crime and murder. How that's supposed to bring comfort to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And now, and speaking of parliamentary behaviour, we all know about the controversy with Mr. Darrell Smith making comments, making fun of Mr. Bardi Padat. I like to respond to Mr. Bardi Padat because Mr. Bardi Padat, I don't know. Anyhow, I hope I pronounce your name right because I know you're a very sensitive guy and stuff, you know. So if I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. Because I don't want you to go and launch an anti-bullying campaign against me. I know you're a very sensitive guy and I respect that. But Mr. Bardi Padat came to Parliament and made fun of Mr. Imbert over his height. So it's okay to make fun of someone's height. But when someone makes fun of your name, you have a problem with it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying two wrongs make a right. Mr. Darrell Smith, after he made the statement, apologizes. And to me, it's like, you know, common sense will tell you what to say and what not to say. What you should not. There are certain things you can't say, speak your mind. And there are certain things, you know, you should say, you know what, let me hold back on that comment. Because I know how to reflect in the public. And Mr. Darrell Smith just think, you know, because, you know, but we don't truly, like I said, you know, what you say, how you say it, princess. So maybe, you know, but Mr. Darrell Smith apologized, and the fact that you apologized, so you know what you did was wrong. Right? And there's absolutely no excuse. Right? So, but also Mr. Bardi Padat, Princess Tongue, I'm being very careful on my statement because I don't want them to come on TV and say Mr. Javadi Mam is bullying me. But what is very interesting, that Mr. Bardi Padat, where was his voice when our former Attorney General made statements about an animal activist? Right? Where was Mr. Bardi Padat? Where was Mr. Bardi Padat on Mr. Wade Mark, how he bullied the opposition? Where was Mr. Bardi Padat, right, on a former Minister of Sports? I don't know, but you know how he used to, you know, talk to reporters and stuff. Where was Mr. Bardi Padat when our former Prime Minister said how the PNM children, right, Duncy, right? Where was Mr. Bardi Padat? What was his issues, right? When you look at the then government, you see bully the opposition, right? Is it kind of like a George Bush mentality, right? If it not with me, you're against me. And that is the behavior, right, of our politicians today. On both sides, actually. Right? Because I did not sing for my supper. So, you know, two wrongs will not make a right. So, Mr. Bardi Padat, please, you know, humble yourself, sir, because you launched an anti-bullying campaign, right, over because your name was making fun of. I mean, to me, that is childish. That's really childish and immature. And I really think you need to grow up and really deal with the issues of the day, you know, because for the last 1 minute, I mean, you know what is more embarrassing? When you were a former Prime Minister will hire her former advisor, and who lost for who lost it 4 elections, right? 4 to 5 elections. I mean, come on, doesn't make any sense. I telling you, we really going through in this country. There's something really wrong with us, my friends. And to support this madness, wow. And not only that, Mr. Wayne Stewart, oh my God. I mean, this man is an embarrassment to the nation. Imagine this man, a picture posing on Facebook of you, right, in a Superman jockey shirt, and your excuse was it was a lime and you was on Senator at the time. I'm like in my mind, so this is what lawyers do in a lime, it isn't what, and the fact that you were not Senator at the time, so it doesn't make it right, because if the other way around, if Dr. Keith Christopher already was in that position, I'm sure they would be calling him for him to resign. Remember that Dr. Keith Christopher already said how, I wasn't Prime Minister or opposition leader at the time. So, I really don't know what to say now. Mr. Wayne Sturge, boy, an embarrassment to the law fraternity, I must say. Especially with someone in such a high position. That's the kind of nonsense you like to do, sir. How you expect to be example to our children? Now the whole nature will look at you as a pervert. Isn't that just sad? That's just sad, my friend. Really, really, really sad. So my friends, I'd like to end with that note, because I think I've said enough. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Right? Especially my body needs rest. I'm really tired. So my friends, I'd like to thank you all. May the Almighty God bless you. Continue to keep going in your thoughts always. I know that everything will be okay. Thank God for life, love, and all the beautiful things that life has to offer, my friends. Through the Almighty. So I thank you and God bless you. Good day, my friends.